You were not expecting all of that loudness. I am Abiola, founder of whoamanifesting.com and the Spiritpreneur Academy, where if you are a coach, a healer, and you want to be seen and be heard, start free at richgoddess.club. That link again is richgoddess.club. Okay, so I am so excited. Welcome to Goddess Temple Sunday. If this is your first time here, welcome. Goddess Temple Sunday is live 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and Instagram at Abiola TV, and we are working on live at YouTube, but with a replay after on YouTube. And on my YouTube, I'm almost at 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to do something special when I hit 20,000, 20K in 2020. So if you haven't already subscribed to me on YouTube, please do, and hit the little bell ding so that you can know when new videos are here. Yes, the goddesses are gathering. Goddess Janice is in the house. Hello, beautiful. Goddess Tanisha, Goddess Carrion, Goddess Janice, Goddess Damali. Yes, and over on Instagram, we got the raw fruit goddess. Yes, pass out the raw fruit goddess. Yeah, I would love some peaches. Let's have some plums, have some pears. Goddess Tia is here. Goddess Taisha is here. Hello, goddesses. Today, we are going to be talking about repressed and suppressed emotions and how this can show up, and it is blocking every aspect of your life, from your money to your love to your communications and all of the good things that you are worthy and deserving of. So we need to talk about that. Does that sound good? Yes? Yes. Okay, good. So just to give you a little heads up, Goddess Temple Sunday is supposed to be your 20-minute blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. But lately we have been running super long on the 40-minute side, on the 30-minute side. So we're going to get back to our 20-minute route. So I've set an alarm. I've set an alarm to let me know when we got to wrap up, because I can't keep you in these seats all day. All right, so first of all, shout out to my mom, and this is her original 80s shirt. Yes, my mom and her original 80s 90s gear that she was decluttering, and I took it, yes, with the vintage. Shout out to mommy and her fashions, rocking this with her flip hair, her curled hair. Remember those pink soft curlers? Put some pink stuff in her hair and curl it all up with the pink curlers and whatnot, and had her hair all, I don't know what this style is, but the real ones know what I'm talking about. The real ones know what this hairstyle is, with her shirt, rocking her stuff. Yes. I got it, Shanita. Yeah, got it, Shanita. You know what this hairstyle was, with the pink curlers and whatnot. Yes. All right, so let's step into some gratitude and then begin our beautiful sacred conversation on expressing our emotions, feeling our feelings, and having the right to show up as exactly who we were born to be. Yes? Yes. All right, good. Goddess Jamie says she remembers too. All right. Goddess Shanita said, yeah, we'll play the wrapping up music. That's good. That's a good, yes, exactly. All right. So let's just connect right now. Let's connect with our beautiful global sisterhood. Oh my goodness. It's so incredible how wonderful that we were chosen to live at this time where we could connect globally. I have 2 new clients this week. One is from the UK. One is in China. 2 clients in China now. And that is amazing. So let's just take the hand globally and energetically of the goddess to the left of you. Hello, goddess. Let's take the hand globally and energetically of the goddess to the right of you. Hello, goddess. And let's just take a deep breath. Let's get present. Let's let everything else that is happening outside of this moment fall away. And we begin with gratitude. Ah, yes. Mother, Father, God, thank you so very much for blessing us with this incredible moment, this beautiful sisterhood, this sacred gathering, and this divine coming together. Thank you so very much for allowing us to wake up another day. For this, we are so grateful because it reminds us that our mission here is not yet complete. Allow us to continue to grow, to expand, to learn, to teach, and to give back, and to know that we are connected, that we are our sister's keeper, that we are not in this by ourselves, that we are not in it alone. Help us to continue on the mission that you have put in our hearts. Whatever sacred gifts that you have given us, they're gifts for ourselves and gifts that we are meant to share. Help us to have the courage to be able to share those gifts and go forward and walk the walk and talk the talk that you have ordained us to do. And above all, I ask you to continue to guide us, to keep us safe, keep us knowing that we are loved and that we are worthy. And I ask you to guide my thoughts, my words, and my actions. And as always, let me know, please, where you would have me go, what you would have me do, what you would have me say, and to whom. In your name. And for this, we are so very grateful. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. Oh, feel that. Yes, 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 yes. Are you receiving that beautiful energy today? Yes. For this, we are so grateful as we head into this full moon energy. I love that we have this wonderful sisterhood. And I love that we come together and we remember, yes, Goddess Melissa, that each day is a gift. Each day is a sacred and wonderful and loving gift that we opened our eyes, and that of all the people on this planet, like how amazing is that? Of all of the people in all of the places that we could be, that we are here with each other now. Oh my goodness, how beautiful, how incredible, how sacred, and how magical we are that we manifested and created each other's energy, that we attracted each other to ourselves. Yes, Goddess Janice. Hello, Goddess Kim Renee. All right, so today we are talking about suppressing emotions. Thank you for the hearts, Instagram. And Instagram, if you're having any weird sound things happening, come over to Facebook, no sound stuff over there. So hit the share button, hit like, hit subscribe, hit a thumbs up, hit something, because this is a conversation that we all need to have. It is about suppressed emotions, repressed emotions, the things that we are stuffing down. Goddess Yemen Bell says, how does it get even better than this? Oh, yes, Goddess. Well, it gets even better than this when we are living our truth. When we are speaking our truth, when we get to commune together with each other in this way. And a lot of us don't have the capacity to do that, even though we want to, because we have things that we're stuffing down. Things, parts of ourselves, shadow parts of ourselves that we are masking, that we are hiding, that we think will make us unlovable and unworthy. And we figure out all kinds of ways to stuff these things down. And it begins when, if you look at kids, kids are awesome to look at, to see, for them to teach us how to feel what we're feeling and be who we really are. I look at my phenomenal 5-year-old niece, well, 5.5, she will say, 5.5-year-old niece who, if kids are angry, they're going to be angry. If kids are happy, they're going to be, yay, oh my God, they're going to be happy. Right? If kids are sad, they're going to be sad. And as adults, we've been trained out of feeling what we actually feel. Feeling our feelings and expressing our emotions. Type that into the comments. I have a right to feel my feelings. I have a right to feel my feelings. I have a right to express my emotions. And the reason why that gets trained out of us is that the well-meaning people who raised us, whoever your village was, that they didn't know that feeling your feelings is not the same as taking action on your feelings, you see? And so in order to make us fit for society, Instead of teaching us, okay, it's safe to feel what you're feeling. You have a right to feel what you're feeling, but it doesn't mean that just because you're angry at Craig, you need to go and bop him on the head. That those are two different things, and it gets confused. We think, oh, well, if I'm angry at Craig and I can't bop him on the head, then that means that I don't have the right to be angry at Craig. Or if I'm sad and I don't know how to express my sadness, so I am throwing things, and that's not right to throw things, we think it means I don't have a right to be sad. But it's two different things. You have a right to feel your feelings. You have a right to express your emotions, but you don't have a right to act out in a way that hurts and harms other people, like bopping Craig on the head or throwing things at people or stomping or being, mean to mommy or grandma or whoever. You see, those are two different things. And again, the well-meaning people who raised us said, don't do that. Don't act like that. And we heard, don't be, you don't have a right to be angry. You don't have a right to be sad. You don't have a right to feel your feelings. You just have to go along to get along. Yes, affirm it. I have a right to feel my feelings. Yes, Goddess Melissa, it is okay to cry. It's okay to scream, to express your feelings. Again, not toward other people. There's a different thing. I want us to get this very clearly. There's a total difference between acting out in another way that can potentially harm another person. But you have a right to feel your feelings. We learn in both science and religion that energy cannot be created or destroyed. And so our emotions are energy. And so what happens when we feel our feelings, we feel our emotions, we feel these things, and we don't feel we have a right to feel them? A lot of people, we suppress them, we stuff them down, we hide them, we avoid them, we shut these parts of ourselves off, and we then wear the mask that grins and lies, that profound poet Paul Laurence Dunbar said. We wear the mask that grins and lies. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that anymore, because you are worthy and deserving of showing up as your true self. Your true self is worth loving. Type that in the comments. My true self is worth loving. And even if you're watching this on replay, type it in the comments. My true self is worth loving. Oh my goodness, what a revelation. What a revelation. You have a right to feel your feelings, and who you really are is worth loving. A lot of us also, I've met a lot of people who feel uncomfortable with joy. Now, we see clearly what it looks like when we feel the need to suppress and shut down, sadness and anger. But there are a lot of people that are very uncomfortable with expressions of joy and happiness because it looks unfamiliar to them. I remember that, one of my best friends, she was talking about like when we first met like 20 years ago. And she's like, I remember the first day that we hung out, she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, you had on this yellow dress. She's like, I came over to your house for us to hang out. And she said, you were just happy for no reason. She's like, and I didn't understand, like, why is this black girl like me sitting up here? She's sitting there in Harlem, happy for no reason. And she's like, I didn't understand it. She's like, but I was like, whatever it is, I want that. I need that in my life. She was like, I didn't understand why you were sitting up there in a yellow dress in Harlem, just happy. Right? And my friend is the most beautiful, loving person. But when she grew up, she was not taught that it wasn't comfortable to just be happy, to feel joy, to feel expressions of joy. And so we have all of these things that, like, cultural reasons, gendered reasons, religious, socio-political reasons that tell us why we cannot be our true selves, why we cannot express the fullness of who we are. We're full human beings that sometimes we're joyous and happy. Sometimes we are pissed off and angry. Sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we feel hatred, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not only okay, but it's who you are. It's who we really are. And if you shut off any part of that, you are not allowing the fullness of you. And, I think that it's because we feel unsafe in being who we really are. So let's affirm that I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. It's safe to be who you really are. It's safe to feel who you really are, what you're really feeling. Because otherwise, here's the thing, it shows up. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It shows up as fibroids. It shows up as other unhealthy conditions. It shows up as addictions to food, drugs, gambling, sex, internet, Instagram, whatever. It shows up. And then what do? We find a way to numb it, or to avoid it, or to suppress it, or push it down. And anytime you think that any part of you is unworthy, anytime you think that any part of you is not worth loving, if you say that that part of me is ugly, that part of me nobody needs to see, that part of me is not worth loving, then you're not going to show up and get the love that you deserve. You're not going to be able to ask for what you need and say, hey, to your loved ones, I need a hug when you need a hug. You're not going to be able to say to your clients, hey, this, my rate is this, and that's how much I charge, and that's what it is, and I stand firmly in it. You're not going to be able to show up fully as who you really are. Yes, I have a right to feel my feelings, and it's safe to be who I really am. It is safe. You are safe, and it is safe to be safe. We are safe, and it is safe to be safe. And so how do we process our emotions? This beautiful question actually came up last week in our video our session was on forgiveness, last Goddess Temple Sunday. Go watch it if you haven't. You can subscribe on the podcast, or as I said, YouTube, or everywhere. And we were talking about forgiveness and what it is if you look back and there's something that you know that you need to forgive, or someone you need to release, and you just feel numb toward it. How do you begin to feel what you're feeling? If you have stuffed down and repressed emotions and feelings, there's our alarm. Got 2 minutes left. There's our alarm. It's playing me out. If you stuff down and you are repressing your feelings and what you are experiencing in the past, what you've experienced, then you may need somebody to be able to work through those things with you. But the other thing that you need to do is then start to learn how to work through and feel your feelings now in the present. Let's see. Mrs. Labiche says, I was reading this morning that chapter in the book, Working with the Law, the chapter of forgiveness, and they were saying about suppressing emotions. Oh, so you are exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. Goddess Melissa says, recently I told my mother that growing up I never saw her happy. I told her it's okay to be happy. It blesses those around her. Yes, because so many people have one note that they feel comfortable in living, and they were taught that that was the only way to be, so my beautiful loving father, in his family, the one note is anger. And I remember, when we asked my father, we were like, Daddy, why are you so angry all the time? And he said, that's my personality. Anger is not a personality. Okay? Anger is not your personality. It is one part of your personality. It means then that you're probably suppressing your joy, suppressing your other parts of yourself. And so begin by asking your body, because your body knows and your body won't lie. In the moment, what do I feel? Go within in the situation and say, what is it that I feel? What do I feel? What am I feeling right now? Am I feeling anger? Am I feeling rage? Am I feeling confusion? Am I feeling joy? Am I feeling happiness? Am I feeling scared? Ask yourself. Go within. And then you can either journal on it, or once you ask yourself what you're feeling, say, okay, I allow myself to feel my feelings, and begin to feel what it's like. Because it may be like, coming into color after living in black and white. What does it feel like when I feel angry? What does it feel like when I feel joyful? What does it feel like when I feel sadness? And allow myself to feel sadness without stuffing it down with, food, drink, drugs, things that you don't want. Okay? And then one of the things that is really, really powerful to do, and it sounds very simple, is go to nature. Go and get grounded. Put your feet on earth. If you are in a city and you live in a city where, find a park. If you have a house with a little patch of lawn, go to that little patch of lawn. Doesn't matter if the neighbors look at you like you're crazy, and put your feet barefoot on earth and feel that, and just breathe. Connect back to the breath and allow yourself to feel your feelings. Say, I allow myself to feel my feelings. I allow myself to feel my feelings. I am worth loving. I am worthy and deserving. Type that in the comments. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. I am worthy and deserving of all good things. All right, so I'm trying to stay on time. We are at 20 minutes. We're at 21 minutes. So that's 21 minutes. So what do you do about it? If you're suppressing your emotions, you may get somebody to work through those past emotions with you. That's why I'm a big fan of hypnotherapy, and I'll have my certification soon. If you need a referral now, let me know before mine is ready. I will refer you to somebody. Ask your body, go to nature, get grounded, and just breathe. And have conversations, honest conversations and communication if you are needing to, because you have a right to feel your feelings. You have a right to express your emotions. I have a right to feel my feelings. Type it in the comments. I have a right to express my emotions. I have a right to feel my feelings. I have a right to express my emotions. I have a right to feel my feelings. I have a right to express my emotions. All right. I have a right to feel my feelings. I have a right to express my emotions. This is going to be an amazing full moon week, which is the perfect time to step into allowing yourself to be who you really are. This is going to be a wonderful week for you, an amazing week where you are going to surpass all of your wildest expectations. All right, goddesses, be seen, be heard, be a movement, and come hang out with me at the Spiritpreneur Academy. Start free at richgoddess.club. That link again is richgoddess.club. Yes, be seen, be heard, be an amazing movement. Namaste, goddesses. Namaste. Bye, Instagram. See you later, Facebook and YouTube.